Hello, everybody, and welcome to Adrian College TV. My name is Sean Whitmer, and with me in the booth today is Nathan Lindner. Today, we have a matchup between the State University of New York at Canton Kangaroos versus your Adrian College Bulldogs. Both teams enter today's matchup at 0-0, as this is the season opener for both teams. Nathan, how are you feeling today?
Well, Sean, I'm thrilled for tonight's game. These two teams have never met before, and with it being early in the season, both teams should come out with immense energy and excitement. We're in for a real treat.
Your Bulldogs enter today as the number 2 in the preseason poll, and we are awaiting the drop, and here we go. Bulldogs will take possession first, and they are going to try to get things going fast in the other way over in the Roos end. Now the Roos with the counterattack, trying to make something happen. It's a good job there by Petrucia, as both teams fighting up against the boards to make some possession. Bulldogs are going to have things going their way down the other end. Nice job there by Pavlasova for the Roos, as the captain trying to get things going the other way. She's going to skate into the boards, and the puck is going to go down into the Bulldog end, and it looks like it will be icing. A lot of neutral action there so far. What are you seeing from both teams?
I think it's sort of what we expected. A lot of energy coming out. First 40 seconds. Bulldogs hungry to get on the board early, as they are a high-powered offense.
Yes, they are. Not returning their star player from last year, who gave them 60 points. And the puck is dropped, and it looks like the Bulldogs will take it. That was LaSalle for the Bulldogs, who tried to get a shot up and slipped and fell, as now it's passed behind the net to LaSalle. LaSalle trying to do some work, get an open shot here for her team. Nothing doing there, and LaSalle's going to get it back. Defender to defender, and it's going to bounce off the skate, and that's Roy trying to push it down into the corner. Roy trying to keep it onside for her team, up against the boards, as both teams fight. That's Lalone wearing the captain's patch for the Roos, and Roy wearing it for the Dogs. As the Bulldogs push it down, that's Roy. LaSalle now fighting behind the net, up against the boards for the puck. Bulldogs will keep possession, and they are going to try to make something happen here with the shot, and it's going to be a little bit too slow, and saved for the first time today by Abby Seaman in goal. We got Abby Seaman in goal for the Roos, and we have Annie Gilbert in goal for the Bulldogs. As this one's going to be won by the Bulldogs, trying to make sure they keep things in their offensive end. Trying to make things work here, going back behind the net. That's Lurai back there. Both teams fighting. Avalone calling for it, going to give it up. The Bulldogs just trying to get a good look here. And it's going to be back to Avalone with the shot, and it's going to be saved by the keeper. Avalone now trying to make something happen. Up into the corner. 2 for each. In the corner, fighting for possession. Here comes the third Bulldog to help out. And it looks like the Bulldogs are going to gain possession over there in the corner. Roos playing aggressive, though, and the Roos will steal it right back. Now the Roos trying to get things going in a counterattack, and here come the Roos. It's a 2-on-1 breakaway. The Roos, and it's going to be a pass behind the other offensive player for the Roos, and now they're going to have to push this one down into the corner. First time the Roos have really been on offense here today. As that one's going to go across the blue line and pass down into the corner. Bulldogs are going to take possession and lose it right away to the Roos. No, it's going to go back into the neutral zone. The Roos will have to reset things up here. And here come the Bulldogs now. That was stolen away by Carmen Anderson for the Bulldogs. Back behind the Roos net. And now Anderson trying to make a move. She's going to lose possession of the puck. It's going to be passed back into the corner. As here's Anderson playing very aggressive, trying to get things going her way. And this one's going to go over the net for Seaman. Now fighting up against the boards. This one's going to clear the Bulldogs' end, but they have a chance to get back into the offensive zone. And here come the Roos. As Petrucia slapping that one out of the air, giving the Bulldogs back possession. This one's going to be passed up to Petrucia. Petrucia now trying to make a move. She's just going to push it back behind the net. Teammate there. No completion there on that pass, as the Roos will clear it, and it will go down into the other end, and it will be icing. We will have a face-off down in Roo territory. A little bit more time there, but we've had 2 icings now for the Roos, and they haven't been on offense much.
They really haven't. The Bulldogs done a good job keeping possession, making sure that they're the ones controlling the puck, really keeping the pressure on.
Looks like Riley Johnson is going to be attacking here. Back to Roy for the Bulldogs. Johnson won the faceoff, but now here come the Roo. Kangaroos, of course, as the Bulldogs are going to clear this puck back into their offensive end. And it's going to bounce off LaSalle and go into the neutral zone. Roy now going to push this puck off the board on the far side of the ice. Both teams fighting for possession here. And the Bulldogs are going to take it, and they're going to try to get things going in a hurry, and a nice shot there, and a glove save for Seaman of the Roos there. 3 shots on goal to 0 to start this game. Bulldogs having basically all time of possession almost. Not a lot that the Roos have been able to do so far. Now, look like the Roos lost the faceoff, but they're going to get going the other way, as that's Lalone, and it's going to be given up to her teammate. Back into Lalone. Lalone coming in this year as the point scorer from last year for their team, as now the Bulldogs going the other way. Bulldogs trying to find something to do here, as this puck's going to be up over by the benches. Both teams fighting for possession. It's going to go into Roo end. We will see what happens here as the Roos just trying to get things going. There's Lalone as she's going to fall down and get the pass off up the ice. And it's going to enter Bulldog territory, as that's Roy passing it up. Both teams skating back and forth. That's Larai fighting for possession up against the boards. Bulldogs are going to keep possession, and that pass is going to go high off the boards and down into the Roos end for another icing. 3 icings early in this game.
Game's starting to get scrappy a little bit. No team can hold possession and get the offensive zone in.
Roos making a lot of line changes, trying to keep their players fresh here. As here come the Roo. And the Roos now fighting up against the boards. And the Bulldogs now trying to get a counterattack going, but the Roos are going to put an end to that. And Bulldogs still keep possession, going the other way. As the Bulldogs going down, that's Hubenschmidt. Trying to make something happen, but no teammates with her. As Abalone put into the boards there. That was Allie Bickford on the hit to put Avalone into the boards and take possession away, but the Bulldogs will keep possession down into their end. Bulldogs now trying to find something to do here. That's Anderson behind the net. Looks like she's going to pass up to Avalone. Avalone over across the ice, back to Anderson, and Anderson with the one-timer but couldn't keep her footing. She's going to fall down. It's going to go back to Avalone. Avalone with the hard shot and into the body of Seaman there. Some nice offense being drawn up there by the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
what did you see on that one?
It was great passing by the Bulldogs. D to D from Avalone over to her left partner, then down in just a missed one-timer. That would have been a really good opportunity had the Bulldogs capitalized.
Yeah, it was a short one-timer too. Usually those one-timers back by the blue line. That one was real up close. As the Bulldogs are going to take possession again, it's back to Roy. Roy with the shot, and it's going to be just wide of the net. As now Bulldogs trying to keep things on in their offensive end.
I think that one might have been deflected.
It may be. And here goes here goes Roy now, trying to get this puck up. That's Johnson. And now it's going to go back into the neutral zone. Roy over to Johnson. Johnson trying to make a move. It's going to bounce off of a Roo player. Both teams now. Roo's trying to go the other way. And the Bulldogs are going to take it right back with the shot, and nothing there. That was Johnson on the shot. But the Bulldogs will keep possession. Pass wrapping all the way around the boards from far to near side. And Roy now with the shot, going to be wide. Bulldogs just trying to keep things in their end as they make a line change here. Fighting for possession up against the walls is Zoe Larai. Zoe Larai and other Bulldog teammates pursuing the puck in a hurry. As this puck's going to be passed in, and the Roos playing some physical defense there to get possession back, knocking players off the puck. As Larai now not leaving any open ice. It's going to be passed back to Roy, defender to defender. Roy skating up. And Roy with the shot off a body. Larai now protecting that blue line. Larai with the shot. It's going to be wide. Now the Roos going the other way. That's Lalone. Lalone fighting for territory, but she's all by herself with 4 Bulldog defenders. And the Bulldogs just going to play a little bit of pass back and forth here. Trying to set things up for their offense. As that one's going to be passed back, and it's going to be, looked like Barnes there on the slap shot. Going to be far wide and off a Bulldog player nowhere near the net, as now the Roos trying to get a clean look here. Haven't had a shot on goal yet.
Right now they're in the offensive territory, finally getting some fresh legs. It's been a long defensive time.
As the Bulldogs now fighting up against the boards for some territory. And the Bulldogs are going to be able to clear this one down and make a line change, full line change. 5 new skaters on the ice for the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs will take possession in a hurry. That's still Fitty. And it's going to be back defender to defender with the shot. Looked like it tried to be deflected in front of the goal, but nothing there as both teams are going to fight for possession. Bulldogs are going to win. It's been the story of the game so far. Anderson now trying to get things going. So this one's going to be passed back to Hansen. Hansen pushing it down behind the net. Roos are going to cut it off, try to get it out of their end, but it's going to be taken by the Bulldogs. That looked like it was a near post shot. Nothing to work with there. As this one's going to be back. That's Hansen keeping it on, and that one's going to skate over the blue line, and the Roos are going to take possession. But nothing there is in the neutral end with a little bit of contact there as here comes Dofiti. Dofiti with the shot, and nothing there. No one home for the deflection. As the Roos are going to clear their zone into neutral territory, here's Hansen with the puck, skating backwards to let her teammates make a change. And here comes Wolschlager passing it up. Roos are going to steal that puck away. Roos trying to get things set up here. Going the other way. It's going to be stolen away by the Bulldogs. Bulldogs fighting for possession. Here comes Hansen. Just going to pass that one corner to corner. And there goes the shot. Believe that was from Trubin there. And the goalie's going to lay down on that puck.
Seems like the Bulldogs have their strategy in place, go from right defense to left defense on a pass, and then shoot it to the middle, and hopefully that one of their players is in there for a one-timer on the net.
Nice deflection strategy there, or even little tap in with the stick. As this one's going to be passed back to Avalone. Avalone in, and there's the deflection, but it's going to be wide on the deflection. As both teams now fighting for possession on the far boards. And it's going to be Bulldog puck still, but back into neutral territory as they're going to have to reset things up here, as that's Johnson with the dump off to Avalone. Avalone now fighting for possession up against the boards. As here comes Small, and it's going to be passed up. Going to be a little bit of a rough pass. As the Roos trying to play a little bit of hockey here, get some open looks, and nothing there as the Bulldogs are playing great defense thus far. Bulldogs now trying to go the other way. Bulldogs just going to clear this puck so that they can make a change. Avalone only one to stay on the ice there, it looks like.
She's been on for a while.
So here's Ben now. Ben going the other way in a hurry. Nice stick moves. Going to lose possession, but make a physical play there. As that pass is going to be a little bit wide, pushed back, and chased down by Trubin. Trubin over to Roy. Roy up, and it's just going to be tipped into the offensive end for the Bulldogs. As here come the Roos now. And the Roos going to clear it again. A cross ice pass off the glass. But the Roos playing good defense now. Roy up ice. That one's going to bounce over the head of the Bulldogs in center ice. Now taken by the Bulldogs. It's going to be back to Bulldogs, and here they go. Here comes Ben. Roy to her left. She skates up. She's just going to flop this one in, trying to make a line change, and it will be covered up by Seaman in net for the Roos.
The Kangaroos have had such little offensive zone time that any ones they get has been, they've had to go and make a change. They really haven't had any set plays in the offense. That's why their score still shows 0 shots on net.
Yeah, and you have to think if you're Seaman in net, you're just trying to hold that puck instantly as she's going to do it again. It allows your team to take a breather, make a line change if necessary, and it's working for them so far to keep fresh legs because, like you said, they can't get into the offensive end to make a change. And here's our second face-off. This one doesn't find Seaman in the net. And here comes the puck cleared, and that one's going to hit the sky as we are going to have another face-off.
It almost came into the stands. I thought we were going to get it.
Yeah, almost had a souvenir here in the booth. That's Hugh Danish for the Bulldogs, and it looks like the Bulldogs are going to win that face-off. That was a little bit of a sloppy pass, kind of too high for Hugh Danish to make a play on it. Pass came in from Petrucia. It's now the Roos going the other way. And here come the Roos. Roos skating fast. Nice pass off to the left, a little wide, and back inside, going for the deflection shot. Nothing there. Roos now playing some good offense. Still no shots on goal, according to the scorekeeper. And that one's going to be a little bit of an off pass there. Anderson couldn't corral it. As now the Bulldogs trying to reset things up. Anderson trying to chase things down in neutral territory. And it'll be stolen by the Bulldogs and cleared into the other end. No icing on the call. Bulldogs are going to make a change. Now here comes both teams fighting for possession. And it's going to be taken away by the Roos in neutral territory going the other way. That one will be offside. Lost possession in the offensive territory.
Great defensive play by Riley Anderson right there, poking it away, really causing that offsides. Great play.
Yeah, almost had an extendo arm on that poke, making sure she had a lot of accuracy there to get that puck away. As that one's going to be won by the Roos and shot instantly down into the ice. Good job there by Gilbert to make sure the Bulldogs keep possession on that one. As that's going to be a cross-ice pass over to LaSalle. LaSalle now going the other way, looking for a teammate. A cross pass into the net, and no, it's going to be saved by Seaman. Off the glass, trying to get going the other way. And here come the Roos. The Roos going the other way, one-on-one, and going to lose possession. Great defense there by Trubin. Now Trubin's going to come away with the puck, trying to find something to do here. That one's going to be passed off. Going the other way now. And LaSalle in center ice just going to tip that one and send it down into Roo territory as here come the Roos in a hurry. Bulldogs fresh legs. Roos skating fast up ice. Going to lose possession in a hurry though. Bulldog defense staying strong. As there's Trubin passing it down. And it's going to clear into the neutral. Here come the Bulldogs. Nope, it's going to be stolen away. Here's Small for the Roos, fighting for possession. Going to try to get it back inside, and it's going to be a wide pass. As the Roos will keep possession, though. Inside pass, nothing there. Bulldogs, great defense. And that one's going to be passed. Clean pass over to Small. Small with the shot. No, it's going to be off a Bulldog defender. Going the other way now. That was Roy who dropped down to a knee to make that body save.
Great defensive play by Roy right there.
Yes. As now the Roos trying to keep it in the offensive end. Looks like that one might have found its way onto the boards, but refs are going to let it play here.
That was hanging on the boards on the red line.
And here goes the puck down. Looks like we will have another icing. 4:47 left and nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Yeah, I think they really needed that icing. That was a lot of up and down puck action we've seen, the most we've seen all period. And, you know, they just need to change, get some fresh legs, and we'll finally get an offensive zone for the Kangaroos. Let's see if they can muster one shot on goal.
Roos now 8 shots on goal to none, and the Roos will win the faceoff, trying to set things up. And there's a pass inside. Nice move there going in, and that's going to be a kick pad into a glove. That will be saved by Gilbert for the Bulldogs.
Hickford with a nice move on there to try to get the backhand. She's had 2 opportunities where she was in the slot just awaiting a pass from her fellow player, unable to get one.
It's a great save there. First time seeing the puck for Gilbert. As the Bulldogs are trying to get things going in the opposite way in a hurry. Nothing to do. That one's going to be saved by Gilbert, and some niceties behind the net trying to protect their goalminder.
Kangaroos went for the short angle there. Gilbert able to make a great save.
Gilbert, 2 shots on goal now against her. She's at 100% still, as both goalies are. Ruse, some good face-off wins, but that's going to be off a Rue player, and Bulldogs are going to take possession. It's going to clear the Ruse offense there and go the other way as Johnson's pursuing. It's going to be past defender to defender, and here go the Ruse. That's Lalone. Lalone, the captain of these Ruse, trying to make a move, and defenders all around her as the Bulldogs are going to mess up that offensive attack for the Ruse. Try to go the other way now. Ruse are going to take it in neutral zone. And here come the Ruse. As that's Snook trying to make a move inside. She's going to lose it, and Bulldogs are going to take it going the other way. That's LaSalle passing it up. Looks like the Bulldogs are doing a good job, as I believe that's Trubin chasing that puck down. LaSalle trying to make a trap play there behind the net to gain possession. But here come the Ruse, and they're just going to dump this one off into the corner. Bulldogs are there to take possession, but a quick flick pass, no Bulldog home. And here come the Ruse. Nope, lost it to the Bulldogs. Bulldogs now going the other way. Ruse with a nice dump-in pass, going to bounce behind the net, and the Bulldogs will take it. Trying to set things up is the Bulldogs here. Bulldogs now flicking it up ice. There's LaSalle with the hand catch, and she's going to try to make a move here. LaSalle with the shot, and pad save there from Seaman as here come the Bulldogs. LaSalle's going to jump off ice. That's Avalone now. She's going to lose possession. Here comes Small. Small with a chance. Small with the shot, and body save there for Gilbert.
I believe that'd be 4 consecutive saves for Gilbert. Doing a great job keeping the puck out of the net.
Gilbert's done a good job today. Not a lot of action early in the game, but she's been shot on here recently as the Ruse have turned it on. Ruse are going to win another faceoff. And the defender tried to make a move. That one's going to stay on. Looks like the ref's going to say no offside, but the Bulldogs will take it anyway. Here come the Bulldogs. That's Anderson dumping it off. Now pursuing into the corner. And the Bulldogs are fighting for territory here. That was a dump off with no line change, it looks like. That one's going to be off a Rue player. Deflected pretty early in that pass, as this one's going to go into neutral territory. That's Trubin chasing it back. Roy cross ice, going to pass it over. Back to Trubin behind the net. Little quick pass, and that one's going to be off the stick. A little bit sloppy there by Hubenschmidt. And the Bulldogs now making a move. Behind the net, that's Roy trying to get it up ice. But here come the Ruse the other way, trying for the slap shot, and interfered instantly by Bulldog defenders as Hubenschmidt and looks like Johnson down there Trubin down there trying to fight for possession, as now Roy going to dish this one back. So Larai trying to get it up, as that's Hubenschmidt, and the Ruse with the shot, nothing there. That was Ansel on the shot, and the Bulldogs are going the other way. Bulldogs trying to find something to work with here, as Larai's going to lose it. Now possession important here, as we only have under a minute 30 left to play. Bulldogs trying to get things going, skating into the corner and losing possession briefly, but the Bulldogs are going to keep it. And here comes LaSalle with the moves. LaSalle trying to get something, nothing there. It's going to be a quick shot by Hansen, I believe. No, Ben on that quick shot, as the Bulldogs trying to get things going now. And here they come, and that's going to be Trapper saved by the goalminder for the Ruse. We have 1 minute left to play here, and 10 shots on goal to 3. What have you liked so far about this game, Nathan?
I've liked the pace. I like the energy. Both teams coming out strong. Bulldogs have had their chances, just unable to put one in the back of the net.
Looks like Johnson, LaSalle, and Wolschlager are the attackers for the Bulldogs. On ice right now, Roy, the defender, on ice. That one's going to be cleared into the neutral zone. And it looks like we will have a penalty here. Unfortunate timing for the Roos, as a penalty here means they will start the next period short-handed for about a minute and 14 seconds or so. And that's going to be number 9 for the Roos, Jane Panko, going to the sin bin. First power play of the game, and it is awarded to the Bulldogs. First time we're going to see the power play unit for the Dogs, and they will win the faceoff. Trubin now trying to line something up, trying to get a pass inside, but it's not there. This one's going to be passed back to Roy. Roy looking for something, finds Johnson. Johnson now trying to line it up. No shot there. Lalone playing good defense. It's back to Johnson. Johnson trying to make a move, loses possession of the puck. This one's going to be passed, and it's going to be lost possession there as they were trying to find player in the middle of the ice. Both teams now skating in. That one's going to be stolen away by Hudanish. Hudanish, nothing there for the Bulldogs as it's going to be cleared. 8 seconds remaining. We might be able to see one shot if they get the puck in time. I don't think we will, as that is going to be Trubin just holding it. That was an interesting first half there. No fireworks yet. 10 shots on goal for the Bulldogs, 3 for the Roos. A lot of defense being played, a lot of neutral zone hockey. Minute 14 is left on that power play there for the Bulldogs when we come back. What have you seen so far in this game, Nathan?
I've just seen the big energy coming out, new season, they're ready to go. I really think that this player advantage is going to be big for the Bulldogs coming out right here in the second period. I think they're going to get a goal. That's my prediction. They're going to come out strong, get a goal in this first 74 seconds. And, here we go.
I mean, yeah, coming out of the locker room with a power play is going to be an advantage because the coach is going to be able to sit down, talk to them, make sure they're all aware of what they need to do with this extra player on ice. We have a 15-minute break here. Don't go anywhere as we will be right back on ACTV. I'm Sean Whitmer with Nathan Lindner, and we will be right back. Don't go anywhere. Thank you for tuning in.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today, and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ACTV. My name is Sean Whitmer, and with me in the booth is Nathan Linder. And we're about to get back underway. Bulldogs starting in a 5-on-4 power play with 1 minute and 14 left on that. Goaltenders have switched nets, and here we go. LaSalle going to dump it down into the corner. Both teams fighting for possession up against the boards. Near side here. Looks like the Bulldogs are going to come away with it. That's LaSalle going to pass it back to Trubin. Trubin over to Roy. Roy dump down towards the corner. Going to go behind the net. It's going to find its way back to Trubin. Trubin with the shot. Looked like they tried to get a deflection there as LaSalle's going to fight for some positioning. That was Hugh Danish with the deflection chances. Roy fakes out for the one-timer. Back over to Trubin. Trubin inside. That's LaSalle. And it's going to bounce up over the net. Good job there for the defense by the Roos as the Bulldogs are going to keep possession. LaSalle taking it behind the net. Going to dish this one off. Roy there to grab it. Roy dishing back to LaSalle. LaSalle unable to handle that one. It's going to go back. Hugh Danish now fighting for possession up against the boards. Roos trying to take that one over. And it's going to be taken by the Bulldogs. That's Johnson trying to set things up over to Trubin. Trubin down to Roy. Roy with the one-timer. And it's going to be saved by Seaman in net there. 3 seconds left on the penalty. Bulldogs unable to capitalize coming out of the break. we're going to see if the Bulldogs are going to keep a power play out there for 3 seconds or if they're going to go with a normal lineup. And it looks like they're going to go with a normal lineup here with Hansen and Petrusha in at defenders. And here comes the Bulldogs. It's going to be high. And now it's going to be cleared by the Roos, going the other way. Hansen is back. Clean that up. She's going to try to get things going the other way for her team. And that's going to be a nice move there. And here go the Bulldogs with a flick, skying into the offensive end, back behind the net. Ben pursuing. Here goes Hansen. Now Hansen trying to get that one inside. Nothing there. That was a pass inside to Hubenschmidt. Now they're fighting. Hubenschmidt can't get possession back. Here comes Ben. Now trying to make a move and a shot. Going to be deflected. That was Ben. And another shot by Hansen is going to be off. Here goes Petrusha. Going to dump this one down. Hubenschmidt's back there. Hubenschmidt clears it over to Hansen. Hansen with an opportunity. Going to try to dump that one into Ben, but it gets deflected and bounced back. Bulldogs are going to get back on defense as here come the Roos. And the Roos going to clear this one and make a change.
That was a long defensive shift for the Roos, just getting the puck deep just so they can make a change.
As here come the Bulldogs now, trying to get things going in a counterattack. But the Roos playing very aggressive, trying to jump on the number 2 team early. Hansen now in the corner, going to flick this one up, and it's going to clear. Nice job using the glass there to bounce that one out of her end and into the Roo end. As now, here come the Roos. Trying to get things going there is Ansel. And here comes Ansel going the other way. Ansel with an opportunity, but it's going to be stopped by the Bulldogs. That was Pomerleau on the stop. As this one's going to be passed up, Bulldogs trying to make a move. It's going to clear the territory as here comes Anderson. And Anderson's going to lose it, and then the Roos are going to go the other way. That was Cote stealing that one away. Or Olariz, mind you. And here come the Bulldogs trying to get a counterattack going. Pomerleau going to pass it back behind the net. And the Roos are there to make a stop and try to get the quick shot off the turnover. That one's going to, looks like almost bounced out of their end, but they're going to keep it safe. As now the Roos trying to set something up, going to go defender to defender, and trying to line up the shot, nothing there. Here come the Bulldogs trying to reset now. Reverse dump off pass over there to Anderson, as now the Bulldogs trying to go the other way. Dofiti. Dump this one to make a line change now. And there's a shot. It's going to be deflected wide. Is now Trubin going to pass this one. LaSalle not in the perfect spot for Trubin's pass. Both teams fighting for possession up against the benches. And that one's going to be cleared by the Roos. And here come the Roos. They're going to make a line change. 2-on-2 opportunity. Making a line change instead. As now Roos with possession. And a nice pass into the center of the ice, but it turned her around. No opportunity there. That was Sydney Valaquette with an opportunity, unable to take advantage as that puck was passed behind her.
It's been a lot of the same for the Kangaroos. They've had a lot of defensive time. Can't get any offensive shifts where they have all their players ready and fresh. They've just been trying to dump and chase and get shift changes.
Mind you, that was O'Keefe who couldn't gain that possession, as a little bit of contact off that face-off. Roos now trying to get it going the other way, and that one's going to bounce wide of the net. Both teams fighting for possession up against the boards. Bulldogs are going to come away with it, and Roos are trying to take it back right away. Neutral territory, Roos are going to steal the puck away. Now the Roos going the other way. Here goes O'Keefe. O'Keefe going to lose possession in a hurry to the Bulldogs. And now here come the Bulldogs. It's a breakaway. Bulldogs with a chance, and it's going to be high. That was Lurai with an opportunity there. Now Trubin going to dump this down. Lurai pursuing. Lurai trying to clear to a teammate, but they made a line change. Anderson now chasing. Nothing there. This one's going to be passed back. It's going to be over to Avalone. Now Avalone with a shot. Glove save. Perfect catch there by Seaman in net. 14 shots on goal to 3 still. Danish going to win the faceoff. Back to Simon. Simon going to push this one in. As that one's going to be off a Bulldog skate. Back to Simon. Simon in front and tipped. Nothing there. That was Hugh Danish on the tip. She had no defender on her body. That one's going to be cleared, and here go the Roos the other way. Roos trying to make a play here. That's Ansel, as she's going to lose it back behind the boards. And that's going to be a slip. And it looks like a delayed penalty. Bulldogs going to the sin bin. That's going to be, looks like co-captain Anderson is going to be spending a little bit of time in the sin bin for tripping, it looks like.
Yeah, we'll see if now the Kangaroos can finally get some offensive time where they have a player advantage, muster some more shots on net. Let's see what the Kangaroos can come up with here.
First penalty kill of the season for the Bulldogs. See if they can stay 100%. 2 minutes here for the Roos, 5 on 4. And the Bulldogs are going to clear that one instantly. Perfect clear, as it's going to take the Roos a second to get down there. That's going to kill off 8 seconds of this power play right away. And now the Roos trying to get a counterattack going, and they're going to go quick. Roos going to get it up to Lalone. Their captain trying to make a move. Bulldogs playing good trap hockey. And we're going to have some skaters on ice and lining up the shot. Bulldogs with a nice save and clearing it. Perfect job there by Hansen, taking it to the body and clearing it away.
A very tough play by Hansen, taking it right to the gut, but then clearing it, getting the Bulldogs more
Here
penalty
comes
kill
O'Keefe
time.
going the other way. And it's going to be stolen away by the Bulldogs. Passed up ice. Roos are going to try to keep it on, and we could have a shorthand opportunity here, as here come the Bulldogs, and it's going to be a little bit of sloppy skates there. Both are going to end up on ice, as here comes Hubenschmidt with a wraparound opportunity. Seaman does a perfect job at closing that one up. A little bit of sloppy skates there. What did you see on that one?
Well, it's like a breakaway. The Bulldogs try to clear the zone. They were able to after a second piece by the Kangaroos, and then one-on-one, Bulldogs didn't have a full opportunity. It was kind of just scrappy, and then kind of slipped on the ice.
As here we go now. Roos are going to have an opportunity. They're going to take it right away. Here come the Roos. As that's Panko going to drop that one off. And they're going to have to reset now. That one bounced into the neutral zone. As Cote going to dish that one into the corner. Bulldogs playing physical here. That one's going to be cleared, and that's a big hit there in center ice. That looked like Johnson hitting the ice there for the Bulldogs. As now we're going the other way. Here come the Roos. Panko trying to set up the offense. And Johnson playing some nice physicality there. Gonna clear it. Johnson not letting anything phase her. And, of course, Seaman is not going to cover this one up. 17 seconds left for the Roos. As they're going to try to set things up. They're going to pass this one. A little bit of sloppy stick play there as it's going to bounce off, but the Roos have an opportunity still. 4 seconds left in this power play. Roos trying to make something happen. Bulldogs, great defense. Bulldogs going to clear it, and they're back. And here comes Anderson back right away, and the Bulldogs with an opportunity. Can't keep it on the tape. As now Johnson going to give it up to Simon. Simon passing it back. Defender to defender. Trubin trying to get it in there for a deflection chance. Nothing there, though. Roos trying to make a clear here. As that's Simon trying to make a move up against the boards. Roos are going to take it away. Here come the Roos. This one's going to bounce up. Trubin trying to do a good job keeping it, and the Roos will clear it. It'll go into the neutral end. As now Simon going to push this one in. That was Kaylee Simon, number 2. Emma Simon, number 23. Is the Bulldogs with a chance, and it's going to be a kick pad save. Trubin with a chance. It's going to be off her teammate in front. That looked like it may have been Johnson. As this one's going to be passed back around. Here comes Trubin. Trying to make a move. Nothing there. And that's not Johnson. That is Crockett. Going to dump that one down into the corner. This Bulldogs with a chance now. Trying to make a move. Nothing there. And that's not Johnson. That is Crockett. Going to dump that one down into the corner. This Bulldogs with a chance now. Trying to make a move. Nothing there. Nothing there. Crockett going to pursue it into the corner. Back to Trubin. Trubin with a chance. Deflection. Nothing there. That was LaSalle with the deflection. And LaSalle's going to steal that one away. I don't even think she knew she stole that one, as now both teams fighting for possession up against the boards. Awkward positioning there for Wolschlager, as this one's going to be passed back. Simon with a chance. Simon in front. Kick pad save and another opportunity. That was Crockett going up high and wide, as Trubin now pursuing this puck back the other way. Lalone on Trubin. Trubin over to Crockett. Bulldogs going the other way in a hurry, as here comes Ben now making a move and losing possession. LaSalle fighting for possession up against the boards. This one's going to get back, and here come the Roos. Trying to make a move and going to lose possession. That was Bickford. And going to be cleared. Nope, Bulldogs, good job there. That was Petrucia, who's going to pass it down. Bulldogs with an opportunity. Ben making a move behind the net, trying to find someone to get that puck off to, and we had an opportunity to score there, but good defense by the Roos. That was Lerai with an opportunity there in front of the net. And here comes Hansen. Gonna lose it. It's gonna go over the blue line. We're gonna be going the other way. Hansen's gonna regain possession. Give it over to Lerai. Lerai now skating in a hurry. Lerai with a nice move going inside. Trapper on the puck. That's going to give us another face-off here.
Yeah, and while the shots on net are pretty lopsided, the face-offs are not. It's pretty even. Adrian has a 13-11 advantage, but they still haven't put any goals in the net, so we remain scoreless.
And that one's going to be passed back to the defender. Defender with an opportunity. Another glove save. Good job by Seaman in net there. 18 shots on goal, 100% save percentage. As the Roos are going to take possession in a hurry. Looks like Anderson in the corner trying to fight for possession. It's going to be back. Pomerleau with a chance. Nothing there. Great defense. Looks like that was Sheminar. As this one's going to be cleared back. Bulldogs are there, though, and passed inside. Nothing doing. Looks like that was Avalone. As Avalone now trying to get back, be the lone defender. And good job there, stopping Small's opportunity. Now the Bulldogs trying to make a counterattack. And Pomerleau just going to dump this one off into the corner. Now fighting for possession over in the other corner, as this one went corner to corner, and that one's going to clear. Avalone going to pass it back to Trubin as she clears the ice. Now up to LaSalle. LaSalle trying to make a move. And LaSalle trying to pass it inside, but nothing there.
Got a penalty.
We do have a penalty. That will be a Roo having to leave and go into the sin bin here. That's going to be 23. Jackson leaving the ice. So we're going to have some 5-on-4 hockey in favor of the Bulldogs now.
Second one tonight.
Johnson's going to win that face-off, but it's going to go into the neutral zone. Trubin couldn't corral it, as now here comes Roy. Going to pass this one up. Clean tape-to-tape pass, as here comes Johnson skating in. Johnson with the dump off to LaSalle. LaSalle back to Roy. Roy with an opportunity. It's going to be deflected and wide. Trubin keeping that one in play, but the Roos going to bounce it out of play, quite literally, as that one finds the bench.
Looks like we're going to have an offensive zone face-off for the Bulldogs. See if they can win it and put a quick shot on net.
Still have 1:40 left in this power play. And the Bulldogs are going to win possession pretty quick. Chippy face-off there. That one's going to be passed from Hansen. Bulldogs trying to make a move here. Lerai with the fake shot. Back inside. Over to Hansen. Hansen with an opportunity. Shot, and it's going to be saved but deflected. Opportunity for the Bulldogs. No chance. Lerai now can't keep it in play. It's going to bounce back into the neutral zone. It's a nice play there by the Roos as now Lurai trying to make a move. Going the other way, she's going to give it away to Hanson. Hanson's going to reset things up as we have a minute to go in this power play. And here come the Bulldogs. Skating in formation is Hanson. Hanson now with Avalone behind her. She's going to dump this one into the corner. Ben trying to make a move. To Roos, and that one's going to be stopped there by Hanson. Hanson now trying to set things up. And that's going to be a quick shot. Nothing to work with there, though. Larai's going to give this one back over to Avalone. Avalone with an opportunity. Passes inside. It's going to be off the mark there as here comes Larai with another chance. And it's not going to be saved all the way. Good defense there by the Roos as they're going to clear this zone. 22 seconds left for the Bulldogs as the Roos are going to play aggressive to make them chew this clock in their own end. Trying to not allow any more shots in this power play as here comes Wolschlager. Going to start the break for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs now dumping it in. Here's Ben trying to pursue this puck into the corner. As the Roos are going to clear the zone and clear the power play. And here come the Roos now. Clearing the power play and trying to get going in a hurry as that one's going to be taken away by the Bulldogs. It's going to be Johnson up to LaSalle. LaSalle with an opportunity. LaSalle going to lose possession right in front of the net. Nice poke check there by the Roos. Johnson going to lose possession up against the boards. 2 Roos there to steal it away. But it's going to be taken right back by LaSalle. LaSalle now. So nice stick skill. Going to dump this one off over. And it's going to be a nice shot opportunity, but taken away. That was Roy on the shot. As now Trubin skating back. Being that last line of defense. But the Bulldogs are going to take possession at center ice and lose it right away. A little bit of a sloppy pass there by Hugh Danish.
Great poke checking by the Bulldogs right now.
As LaSalle trying to get going. And there's Hugh Danish with another nice poke check. Just as you called it, they've been doing a great job, and that was a nice one there as Roy now just going to clear this one. And it looks like it will be Trapper on top of puck. I believe the Roos have not had a shot on goal yet in this period, as it's still sitting at 23-3.
Yeah, you're exactly right. This period has gone by fast. We've already played 15 minutes. And the Roos have barely had any offensive time. They've already had a power play, I believe. There's still no shots on net.
Just shows how great this Bulldog defense is, as that one's going to be back to Simon. Simon with the deflection, and that one's going to go up into the net behind the goal. That'll stop play. Crockett going to win this face-off, as it looks like we're going to have some broken timber on the ice. And that one's going to be back. Nice pass down. Bulldogs trying to make something happen as it's Anderson. Over to Petrucia, over to Simon. Simon inside and going to be deflected into the corner. Nothing to work with. Petrucia going to keep this one in the offensive territory. Over to Simon. Simon with an opportunity, and that one was deflected away from the goal by Anderson. Going to keep this one on, though. Anderson now skating in. Going to dump this one into the corner and behind the net. Nice kick away there. Trying to get that puck back to Anderson is Simon. Going to pass this one over. That's going to be Dofitti, who's going to lose possession. And here comes O'Keefe with some nice stick skills, juggling that puck down the ice. Hard to get poke checked when the puck's in the air on your stick. As here comes Simon. Trying to make a move now. It's going to be passed up. Going the other way. Nope. Roos are going to push this one back behind the Bulldogs' net. And here comes Crockett. Going to dump this one back for Petrucia. And this one's going to be cleared. And here we go. Here come the Bulldogs, as this is Simon trying to make a move. And going to retreat and set things up. And a one-timer. Nothing there, but it doesn't get sat on. And the Bulldogs are going to have another opportunity. Behind the net is Hubenschmidt. Hubenschmidt. No, that's Larai now with possession. Larai and Hubenschmidt fighting for possession up against the boards with 2 Roos. And this is going to be Larai coming away with it. And Larai keeping possession. Keeping Roos off her back. As there's Hubenschmidt now. Slapping that puck away. As we're going to go down for an icing.
Finally get a break in the action. That was a while.
Yeah, a lot of skating back and forth there. This has been a very neutral zone heavy game. Outside of the Bulldogs in that first period, we haven't seen a lot of action for the Roos here. They were losing that puck in the neutral zone quite often.
Yeah, it's just been that great forechecking for the Bulldogs.
As here come the Bulldogs, going to win that face-off and try to get things going in a hurry. That one's going to be passed down behind the net. That's going to be Johnson and LaSalle fighting for possession. Going to get it back to Trubin. Trubin looked like she wanted to fake pass, but she ended up losing the puck, and LaSalle's going to grab it for her, and that's going to be a shot and nothing to work with there for Roy.
That was a hard shot.
And here comes, looks like that might be Walschlager, and that's going to be grabbed there. Sat on by Seaman.
Great job by Seaman, just going out and getting the puck, making sure it's controlled, not loose in the front, just making it to a face-off.
Bulldogs going to make an offensive line change, keeping the defenders out there. As this one's going to be back to Roy. Roy trying to get this one in closer to the net, as now Anderson looks like she's going to pass it to Trubin. Trubin setting it up, and it looks like that was Hudanish trying to make a deflection shot there, but nothing to work with, as now Anderson trying to get that one into Hudanish. Going to lose it right away, and here come the Roos, as that is Valaquette. Going to lose that one right away to the Bulldogs. As soon as you get into the Bulldogs' end, they are going to steal that puck away. And here come the Bulldogs on a counterattack. That one's going to be deflected and off the scoreboard in center ice. That'll lead us to another face-off here.
It's the only thing that's hit the scoreboard all day. It's still 0-0. Late in the second period, you got to think when are one of these teams going to score?
Bulldogs have done a great job. I think you would agree, just poke checking. As soon as you get into their end, their defense is on that puck. As this one's going to be taken by the Bulldogs and going to be cleared in. No penalty call delayed here, as it looks like the Bulldogs are fighting for possession in the offensive end. They're going to lose it, and here comes O'Keefe. Going to lose it back to Hansen. Hansen now going to dump this one across ice, and it's going to find Anderson in the neutral zone. Anderson looking for something to do, and there's Ben going to dump this one down into the corner. Looks like Bulldogs wanted to make a defensive line change, and they will. Mind you, Hansen's still out there. Is Hansen going to skate across? And going to lose it to O'Keefe in the neutral zone, as Barnes is going to dump this one down for the Roos. Still no shots on goal in the period, as we have 1 minute to play here for the Roos. And the Bulldogs are going to flick this one, but no one home, and here come the Roos. That's going to be Pavlasova, who's going to lose possession.
Penalty.
Looks like we will have a penalty on the Bulldogs, and I believe that's going to be number 91, Zoe Larai, heading to the sin bin for her first sit down of the game.
Yep. Second penalty of the night for the Bulldogs. Another power play opportunity for the Kangaroos. Let's see if they can get some more shots on net. They still haven't had any this period.
And they had a power play earlier and didn't get a single shot on net in that power play earlier, so we'll see what they do here, as this one's going to be taken away by the Roos, it looks like. They're going to keep possession. This is going to be defender to defender. That penalty is going to be for hooking, as now the Roos trying to make something happen. It's Pavlasova. Going to dump this down to Lalone. Lalone been shut down pretty much all day today, as now she's going to try to get something going for her team. This one's going to be passed back to Ansel, as Ansel going to pass this one inside, but Bulldogs are there, and it looks like we're going to end this period with no shots on goal for the Roos. Great defense there for the Bulldogs. Minute 20 left on that power play coming into the next period. What did you see in that second period that you liked?
Well, I can tell you what I don't like is the Kangaroos getting absolutely no shots on net. They really, it's just tough when you have no offensive zone. Every time they do, they're forced to make a change because of how much time the Bulldogs spend in the Kangaroos offensive zone. And it's just been really hard. Now I got to give credit to Seaman, playing outstanding goalie. He's made 25 saves on 25 shots. He's just doing absolutely great job.
You also have to give credit to the defenders for the Roos. Like you said, spending a lot of time in their own zone. You gotta think that they're starting to get a little bit gassed out there. They're still doing a good job at chasing that puck, poking it, not giving up any clean shots to the Bulldogs. Roos have played good defense, but the Bulldogs have played better defense if you look at the numbers, only allowing 3 shots on goal. It's a lot of that neutral zone defense for the Bulldogs as they're poke checking it away in the neutral zone and trying to go the other way in a hurry. Unfortunately, hasn't led to any goals yet for either team. It's been a very tough defensive game for both teams, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I would agree, 100%.
Yeah. My name is Sean Whitmer. I'm with Nathan Linder, and this is ACTV. We will be back in about 14 minutes after this break.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life, a time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today. Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13 to 1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Adrian College TV. My name is Sean Whitmer, and with me in the booth is Nathan Linner. Today, we're going to be starting this third period off with a 5-on-4 in favor of the Roos. Sitting at a 0-0 game, but the Roos are coming in with that power play, and last year, Lalone for them scored 20 goals, or 14 goals, 4 of them being on power plays, leading their team last year. We'll see if she can get something going here as the Bulldogs will have it. And Lalone tried to dive bomb that pass and try to get going in a hurry as she's going to put Anderson into the boards. And now the Roos are going to try going the other way, but there's Anderson with the steal. And Anderson trying to make something happen here. Roos trying to play some good defense. That looks like that was a pass inside to Pomerleau, and it's going to end up being covered up by Seaman, who's played a great game today.
She really has 26 saves on 26 shot attempts, keeping the shutout, keeping the Kangaroos in this game despite their lack of offense.
And here we go again as face-off's going to lead to players on the ice. And now the puck finds Lalone, last player that the Bulldogs want it to be in right now, as Anderson's going to take that puck away, and we're going to get going in the other way as the Bulldogs will clear the zone. Chasing this puck down is Pomerleau, fighting in the boards there for it. We're going to have Roos on the ice. And it's going to be passed up to Lalone off the tape. Roy's going to dump it down. And here come the Bulldogs trying to make something happen. But nobody else in the offensive end for Simon to give that puck to. They're going to lose possession. 24 seconds left on the power play. Going the other way is the Roos. The Roos going to lose possession. Nope, going to keep it back behind the net. And here come the Bulldogs. That's Simon with an opportunity. Only one player back. Simon trying to set up a shot chance, and she's going to stick drag it, but lose possession. And we're back at full strength for the Bulldogs. Larai comes out of the sin bin, and here we go. That will be icing right away.
Another failed power play for the Kangaroos, just unable to get even a shot on net.
Yep, no shots on net at all in the last period. Coming into this period with 3, coming into the last period with 3. See if they can get their offense grooving as we await the face-off here in the Bulldog end. And here come the Roos. They're going to lose possession in a hurry. And Bulldogs going the other way. It's Hanson trying to set things up. She has Larai across the middle. Larai with a chance, and it's going to be off the side of the net. No goal. Hanson's going to put it back in. Larai trying to make a move here. Going to dish this one up. And Hanson with a chance. Going to be high. And that one bounced off the boards. And it looks like Seaman made a backhanded catch over the post. Going to get us another face-off here.
Yeah, I believe that was Larai. Had a 1-on-0 opportunity to empty. She was right in front of the net. Only had the goalie to beat, but just didn't put it on net. And no save even needed to be made.
Looked like she wanted to go near post there. Just put it a little bit too far to the right. And here we go with a nice shot by Avalone. That one's going to be high, though, and the Roos are going to try to get the counterattack, but the Bulldogs are going to steal it right away and give it back up to the Roos in neutral zone territory. Avalone trying to get possession there. Avalone and LaSalle fighting for possession. This one's going to be taken away by the Roos and dished down. Here come the Bulldogs trying to set things up. That's going to be Roy getting it back into the neutral zone, but the Roos making the stop. Trying to push it there as Petrucia going to get back over. And now the Roos. That's 1-on-4 hockey. That's never going to work for the Roos. They have to get more players down there, but they were making a line change. As now here come the Bulldogs. That one will touch the net. And we'll have another face-off.
Another face-off in the offensive zone for the Kangaroos. Still awaiting a shot since the first period.
Roos setting up here. They are going to lose this face-off. It looks like the Bulldogs are going to take possession, pass it down. That's Petrucia. As the Bulldogs trying to find something to work with here. And that looks like Avalone going to give it up to LaSalle. LaSalle trying to make a move, but nothing there. Johnson now fighting for possession, and that's going to be a big hit in center ice. As that was Walschlager who just got set down in center ice by the Roos. As the Roos are playing physical here, that's another hit. That one will be a penalty, as we're going to see someone sent to the sin bin. Let's watch that hit again here.
Yeah, it looks like the Bulldogs were going for an offensive opportunity. Number 6, that was Cameron Barnes, just kind of pushed her out of the way, and that's a penalty.
Can't dump players to the ice like that. As here we go, this puck will find Trubin. Another opportunity for the Bulldogs. That one's going to be poke-checked inside. Bulldogs with a chance, and it's going to be the goalie's best friend making a save. Off the top iron there. This one's going to come down to Johnson trying to keep it in the offensive end for the Bulldogs. As they're fighting, that's LaSalle going to get that puck back, trying to find someone to dump it to. She's going to dump that one in, and the Bulldogs trying to find a quick shot there. I believe that was Hugh Danish up in front of the net trying to tip that one in, but nothing to work with. As that face-off will be won. Trubin, no one in front, and she can't get that one to go. Trying to get the nice power shot working. As now LaSalle fighting for possession up against the boards. Bulldogs will keep it, actually, as this one's going to be passed over to Johnson. Johnson trying to make a move. Johnson's going to dump it off, and looked like she wanted it right back, but didn't get it. And here we go. Johnson's going to pick this one up, dump it off to her teammate. As this one's going to find Trubin inside. Tip shot for Hugh Banish. Nothing to work with.
As the Bulldogs keep tallying up the shots on goal, their face-offs won have also, their margin is spread. They're up to 26 face-off ones against SUNY's only 15.
As here comes Larai. Gonna get this one back. Hansen off the boards and inside. And Hansen can't keep it in the zone. That one's gonna trickle out. Bulldogs have to reset here. It's Avalone. Gonna get it back to Hansen. Hansen gonna push it up, and it's gonna be a turnover as the Roos will clear it. That's Lalone clearing it down. Avalone pursuit. She's gonna give it up and over. And here comes Wolschlager with Larai. And Simon inside to Simon. Nothing there. Good defense by the Roos. Larai giving this one up to Hansen. Back to Larai. Larai with an opportunity, trying to make a player miss as she's going to keep the puck on her stick here. No pass. Looking for something. That one's going to find Hansen for the one-timer. Nothing there. Bulldogs will keep possession, but will clear their zone. 4 seconds remaining. Hansen will pursue this puck, and we will get back to 5-on-5 hockey. As here comes Larai, trying to make a move. She's going to push it up, and here goes Anderson now with an opportunity, but the Roos are going to get it. Mid-line change. Here comes Small. Bulldogs with a good defensive effort there. Gilbert making a nice pad save. Bulldogs doing a good job getting back on defense. Mid-line changes. Here comes Ben now. Courtney Ben with an opportunity, but nothing to work with. As that one looked like Seaman tried to get a glove on it, and that one will bounce back. As here comes Courtney Ben. Going to dish this one up, and that one's going to be passed down into the corner. Bulldogs will keep possession, though. Over to Roy. Roy with an opportunity, and it's going to be nothing to work with. As that one bounced off Ben, and now another shot opportunity, and that one's going to bounce off Seaman. Seaman now with another chance to make the save, and she will. Glove save there to the left. 13 minutes to play here in regulation. Bulldogs up to 29 shots on goal. And hey, the Roos have ended their shot on goal streak. They finally got one in this period.
Finally, it's been about time.
This one's going to be bounced back, and what a shot saved there off the body of Bickford. That one's going to end up with some timber on ice there as Bulldogs trying to make a defensive save so that the goalie doesn't have to. This one's going to find Walschlager. Trying to make a move up against the boards. As here come the Bulldogs. This is LaSalle. Last year's, the remaining or returning goal leader from last year. As here comes a shot. Looked like LaSalle wanted the tip in, but nothing there. Now LaSalle trying to find someone to work with. That one's just going to be deflected. Bulldogs are going to make a change. Hugh Danish now trying to make a tip, and she will tip it. And she'll get dumped for her efforts. So here come the Bulldogs. This is Simon. Simon making a nice move. Skating fast, trying to get something to work with, and it'll be kicked away by the Roos. As here come the Roos now. O'Keefe going to lose possession in a hurry. Here comes Simon going back the other way. Simon with an opportunity. Teammates with her. She's going to dump this one in, and Seaman will lay down, put the trapper on top. We'll have another face-off.
Another offensive zone face-off for the Bulldogs. Still nothing in the net. And Sean, looking at these scores, looking at the records from last year, it seemed like this isn't where we should be. You know, we shouldn't really have a 0-0 game. I thought the Bulldogs were going to, run up the score and get a nice, easy non-conference win, but this hasn't been the case. Kangaroos putting up a very good fight.
As here come the Bulldogs winning the face-off. And an opportunity. Going to dish this one across to Ben. It's going to be a little long on the pass. But Ben making a nice move, recovering and trying to get the backhanded shot. Nothing to work with. Going to dump this one back. Here comes Trubin with the shot. Trying to tip it in and get the deflection, but the goalie standing on her head. And it looks like she might cover this one up. No, it's going to squirt out, and she will get on it. Standing on her head is the goalie there. And don't look now. Last 2 minutes, Roos have had 2 shots on goal. But the Bulldogs have had about 6 in that same 2-minute span. A lot of shots coming from both teams here in short succession.
It was a really good opportunity for the Bulldogs. The puck was loose. No one seemed to know where it was. Referees finally blowing it dead after Seaman covered it up.
And here we go with the foot face-off in the Bulldogs' end. And the Bulldogs trying to fight for possession there. They're going to lose it. That was LaSalle. There's a delayed penalty on the ice. And it looks like it will be
another hook against the Bulldogs.
Yep, Tia LaSalle spending some time in the sin bin. Going to be 2 minutes. Keep in mind, last year, the Roos were not very successful in power plays. Only going 11 for 70 in power plays last year.
Wow.
So now here come the Roos with a chance. That one's going to get cleared. That's a mistake made by the Roos as Ansel couldn't get that one in time. That one's going to be passed over to Pavlasova, but the Bulldogs are back. Fighting for possession behind the net. This one's going to be clear. Good job by the Bulldogs. In pursuit is Pomerleau fighting for possession now, but here comes Pavlasova with an opportunity. Pavlasova making a move and going to have to reset here over to Snook. Snook cross ice as that's going to be a tough grab there as Ansel's going to lose possession. And here we go the other way. Bulldogs are going to have the puck. Roy going to dish it up. Anderson now. Anderson, 2-on-3 opportunity for the Bulldogs. Anderson skates inside, and that one's going to be off her teammate as Pomerleau was dumped onto the ice and fell into the pending shot as we're going to go the other way now. Anderson, nice move after picking up the stick. That one's going to be passed down. Simon trying to make a play on it. Simon now trying to get the puck down here for the Bulldogs. But here come the Roos on the attack. But Simon just loses it. It's going to go into the neutral zone. And Small now trying to make a move. Here come the Roos. That one's going to be deflected up into the net. And we will have another face-off here. About 35 seconds left in the power play for the Roos.
Yeah, let's see if they can win this faceoff. Try to get just a little bit more offensive zone time. Get one shot on net before the penalty ends.
It's going to be Snook versus Hugh-Danish for that faceoff. Snook's going to win it for the Roos. Hugh-Danish going to get possession. No tripping call on that one as we're going to go the other way. Hugh-Danish now going to clear the zone, pass it down into the corner. Remember, no icing if we're on a power play. And now the Roos are going to get going the other way. Here comes O'Keefe. She has Lalone. Lalone, dump off pass to O'Keefe. O'Keefe with the shot. Pad save for Gilbert. Great pad save there. You'd think there might be some rust. Not seeing as many shots today. But Gilbert's been on top of it, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, she's still been in the game, still focused. Any shot that does come her way, she's been deflecting it very nicely. Good job by Gilbert tonight.
Of course, back to 5-on-5 hockey now. Trubin going to clean this one up after the face-off win for the Bulldogs. It's going to be taken away by the Roos right away with an opportunity and nothing there. They had an opportunity to score with the goalie not knowing where it is, but Gilbert did a good job at just continuing to play her zone. The Roos are going to lose possession, but gain it right back as here come the Roos with a chance dumping this one down. That's Valaquette. She's going to lose it. Bulldogs are going to take it. LaSalle coming out the sin bin and playing some good hockey here. This one's going to be passed up. Perfect tape to take past Anderson, who's going to try to make a move down the ice. But the Roos are going to take it away. Simon there to clean that one up. Going to dump it back into LaSalle. LaSalle with a nice move. Back over to Simon. Simon trying to set something up and going to whiff on the shot as here come the Roos. Breakaway opportunity, one-on-one, and a great save for Gilbert. That was Allie Bickford, the freshman, with a one-on-one opportunity. Would have been her first goal, and she just couldn't succeed there with Gilbert playing some great defense. 8:40 to play here. Trubin trying to make a move, but 2 roos there. Her teammates coming to help now. Bulldogs will take possession away as Hugh Banish now. Lalone trying to make a move up against the boards. Both teams just giving it away back and forth now. This one's going to be back to Lalone with a chance. Nice defense there by the Bulldogs, keeping that shot away from their teammate. As now Lurai with an opportunity. Going the other way. As that one's going to be cleared, pushed back. Trubin now in pursuit. Going to be pushed up ice. And just going to be returned to sender. Back down to Trubin. Trubin resetting things over to Lurai. Lurai back inside. Nice move there by Dofiti, who's going to push it up ice. And LaSalle falls down. That might have been Reardon, actually. Back. Nice shot. Good power on it, but nothing to work with. Bulldogs with another opportunity. Going to be tipped in front of the net, and the Roos will make the stand. Now a counterattack. Bulldogs making a change mid-counterattack, and they will take the puck away. However, it'll clear into the neutral zone. Trying to get a pass is Dofiti.
Offside.
She will be offside. Just a little bit too eager there for Dofiti, as her teammate couldn't gain clean possession to make a nice pass.
Yeah, she really should have tried to give it to her earlier. That way Dofiti almost would have had a one-on opportunity. I was to say is that especially in these last 6 minutes, the Kangaroos have been have a lot more offensive possession, really in the zone, getting more shots on net.
Here comes the face-off. Bulldogs will take possession. Now both teams fighting for possession in the Bulldogs' end. Bulldogs are going to push it up. That's Ben passing it in to Dofiti. That one's going to be cleared. Nice hit up against the boards, though. That was Petrusha receiving that hit, as now Ben with an opportunity. Nice move and great defense by Valaquette. Bulldogs trying to get another opportunity. Valaquette going to take it away. Good stop there, going the other way in a hurry, but nothing to work with. She'll dump it off. Hanson will take it. Hanson up to Ben. Ben, long shot. Going to be a pad save. Johnson now going to pass it inside to Hanson. Hanson trying to take it on the backhand. Nothing to work with. Hanson now going to dump it over to Johnson. Johnson back to Roy. Roy to Johnson. And Johnson will lose possession. Here come the Roos with an opportunity. That's Ansel who's going to lose possession right away. And now, here come the Bulldogs going back. That's Hudenschmidt with a good job there, trying to regain possession. That one's going to be tipped off the hand, and Roy will take it. Trubin tipped that one up in the air. Now Lalone going the other way. Going to get the puck over to O'Keefe. Bulldogs on the ice. O'Keefe fighting up against the boards. That one's going to be passed back and off of Roy. Just shooting her arm out there to eat that one up. Lalone now trying to make a move. Going to be dumped inside. Lalone looking for the pass back over in front of the net to O'Keefe. As both teams fighting for possession here. 5 minutes to play in the third period. As now Bulldogs trying to gain possession. It's going to trickle back. And here's a shot opportunity. And the Bulldogs will eat another one off of their bodies. Snook now trying to get a chance. This one's going to be going the other way. That's Hugh Danish. 1-on-3. Just going to have to push this one down, and it will be covered up by Seaman.
That was a long offensive shift for SUNY. They really had it in an offensive zone. They put shots on, but the Bulldogs able to step in front and block it before it even got to Gilbert.
And that's one of the reasons why the shots on goal are so low. Bulldogs just willing to eat that one up off the body.
Yeah, that might change later in the season after they take a couple of dozen shots off their body.
We're going to have a quick timeout here, so we will be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere on ACTV. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back from that short break. Only 10 seconds to work with here left in the timeout. What have you seen so far, Nathan?
I've seen a lot of more offensive zone time for the Kangaroos, which is great. It's different than what was in the first two periods. They're able to put more shots on net, even though the Bulldogs have stepped in front, putting their bodies on the line, willing to take pucks to the net, pucks to the chest, making sure the score remains zeros.
Remember, NCAA game here. We go to OT, it'll be 3-on-3 for 5 minutes, but the Bulldogs want to avoid that, trying to get a shot here to fall. This one will end up going to Lalone, going the other way in a hurry. Lalone with a shot, gonna be high.
He got hit off her stick.
Snook gonna push this one in, as Snook's gonna try to eat that one up against the boards. And it's going to find Lalone. Lalone trying to make a move inside. No teammate in front of the net for the pass. But the Roos are going to keep possession now. As here's Roy taking that possession away. Trying to set things up. Over to Trubin. We're going to have Roos on ice. Now here comes Roy going the other way. Going to pass this one up. Hugh Banish now. Going to fight for possession, but lose it as it'll leave the offensive end. Bulldogs will have to pass it in and clear. And here comes Simon. Going to dump this one in. Larai fighting for possession. Simon pursuing the puck. And the Bulldogs trying to keep possession. They will lose their offensive end. It'll go into neutral territory as they will reset. Here come the Bulldogs with a nice pass up to Johnson. Johnson just has to make one miss, and she'll get a chance, but it'll be body. Then Trapper will have another face-off here. Great save there by Seaman.
That was a really nice play by Riley Johnson right there. She only had one player to beat. Got around her, and then able to get it back on her forehand, lifted it up just right into the body of Seaman.
And Seaman almost lost that one. It deflected off her body, and she almost didn't get her trap around it in time. Would have been a good deflection chance, as the Roos will win the face-off and get going in the other way in a hurry. Small chasing up, and that one will find its way into the bench. So it'll lead to another face-off here in the neutral zone. Looks like we're going to have a face-off at the center circle. Johnson gonna tip this one off, and it's going to be taken over by the Roos, who's gonna lose possession right away. Back to the Bulldogs. That's gonna be a little bit too wide of a pass for Petrucia. He's gonna clean it up off a body. That was Small making the sacrifice there, but the Bulldogs will keep possession. Hanson now trying to push it up to Ben, as that one's gonna be kept on, but not for long, as the Bulldogs will clear their zone. And here comes Hanson. Going the other way. She's going to push it up to Ben. Ben with an opportunity. Ben lining it up right into the glove. Perfect save there, as we have now hit 38 shots on goal to 8.
Great stop by Seaman, just nonchalant, caught it right out of the air. Now we're having another offensive zone face-off for the Bulldogs.
They're going to have to capitalize on one of these here, as they've had a lot. This one's going to be controlled by the Roos, as they're going to try to get going the other way. Looks like Lalone with an opportunity. Lalone, she has a teammate in the middle. Backhand shot, no goal. As now the Bulldogs are going to try to get it going in the other way. This one's going to be passed up. LaSalle skating towards the middle. Trying to find something to work with here. Nothing doing, though. She will just dump this one off behind the net, but the Bulldogs will keep possession, and a nice shot eaten up by the body That was Trubin on the shot there, eaten up.
Seaman yet again making another great save. She's been perfect all night. And the Kangaroos really have had a lot of good chances this second half of the third period. You got to think at least at some point one of these have got to go in.
As here comes the face-off, and the Bulldogs will win. This one's going to be dumped off behind the net, picked up by Anderson. Anderson going to dump this one back down to Hugh Danish. As now here come the Roos. The Roos with a two-player opportunity. And nice defense there by the Bulldogs. They're going to try to get going in the other way as Anderson's going to chase this puck down into the corner, but lose possession. This one's going to be passed across ice. They're trying to get it to the freshman again. That's Allie Bickford, who's going to lose possession. Here comes Hugh Danish, going the other way. Hugh Danish trying to make a move over to Johnson. Johnson trying to line one up, back to Hugh Danish, and it's going to be just a little bit too far on the pass. As now Anderson fighting for possession there in the corner. She's going to fall down on the puck. Trying to clean this one out, and Anderson can't get her feet under her. She's going to keep falling down on the puck. As the Roos will take this one out. Going the other way. It's going to find Lalone. Lalone not having a lot of opportunities today, but Lalone with a chance now. Lalone trying to make a move, trying to find a teammate. Nothing there. Going to pass this one back. We have less than a minute to play here in regulation. As the Bulldogs now going to find their way over to Ben. As Ben going to pass it inside O'Keefe. Going to clear this one back in. 40 seconds to work with here. As this one's going to be off the glass over to Larai, but it's going to stay in the Bulldogs' end. As here they go, 30 seconds to work with Larai. Going to pass it up to Hansen. Hansen with the one-timer shot, and it's going to be off the pad and into the net. But no goal. The net behind the goal, of course. We will have another face-off here.
I just want to give a shout out to Maya Roy, the captain defenseman. She's been playing great defense, putting her body on the line, putting herself in the way of the puck of the Kangaroos' shots. That way they can't score, and they really haven't had any opportunities.
Looks like we are going to be taking a timeout here, so we will be right back after the break. Don't go anywhere here on ACTV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to ACTV. My name is Sean Whitmer, and in the booth with me today is Nathan Linner. How have you felt so far about this third period?
Well, I felt that the tides have changed. Kangaroos really getting some more possession in the offensive zone. I feel like their chance is coming. They just need one more goal. And the first goal that's going to go in right now is going to be deciding. That's going to win it.
24 seconds left in regulation. Of course, overtime being golden goal. But this is going to be a face-off in the Bulldogs' offensive end. And this one's going to be won by the Roos. The Roos now going to pass this one across. Roy trying to keep it in the offensive end. She's going to lose it. Lalonde now trying to get a good shot. And it's going to be O'Keefe passing it back to Lalonde. Lalonde, nothing to work with there. This one's going to find its way across corner. And it's going to be battled up against the boards. That'll likely do it for regulation as we have 2 seconds remaining. And there's the final buzzer for regulation. We will have overtime. Now remember, intermission for overtime, only 2 minutes. In overtime, you have a 3-on-3, 5-minute period, golden goal. If we don't do anything there, we will do a shootout to decide the winner. What have you seen in this game, and who do you think will be more successful in that overtime period?
Well, I just want to say about this overtime period, 3-on-3s, new rules. They changed that very recently in the last 5 years or so, even up to the NHL. It used to be 4-on-4. Now it's 3-on-3. And I've read is that they want to showcase the players' talents more, by having less players on the ice. That way, the players can really have a lot of space to work. They're more freely moving. and it really just looks much more open, more opportunities, a lot of breakaways, 1-on-2s, 1-on-0s, other stuff like that. So it should be a very exciting 5 minutes.
Now remember, power plays in overtime with that new rule of the 3-on-3. Instead of it being 3-on-2 for the power play, it goes to 4-on-3. You get an extra skater on the ice, your player goes into the sin bin, and you have to make a swap. But we will take a short, about 15-second break. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back here with Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the Communication Arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight?
Hello and welcome back to ACTV. My name is Sean Whitmer, and with me in the booth is Nathan Linner. 5 minutes on the clock, and the Bulldogs are going to win the faceoff. 3-on-3 here. A little bit of strategy. 2 defenders, 1 offensive player. It's Hugh Banish, Roy, and Trubin. As Trubin's going to try to pass that one back into the middle, and nothing to work with there. Of course, that is the Bulldogs lineup for the Bulldogs. It's nice shot on goal for Hugh Banish, and that's going to be a diving opportunity there for Seaman to get on the puck.
Seaman done a great job. She's really just laid out for a couple of these pucks, making sure that her team can get the face-off. Even though they are down in face-offs, they've, Bulldogs won about 10 more than them, but, better than goal in the net.
We're going to have a double line change here for both teams, as now Johnson's the one doing the face-off, but she will lose it. And here comes the Ruse with a chance, but great team defense by the Bulldogs, as that one's going to be tried to flick up and in. That was number 82 for the Ruse, Valaquette, with an opportunity, as here come the Bulldogs. This one's going to be passed up to Simon. Simon with an opportunity, trying to make a move. She's going to fall down, and we're going to be going the other way. It's a Rue opportunity. That's O'Keefe. Going to be battled off by Johnson. Johnson has Simon up in front. Going to pass this one up to Simon. She has Johnson back across the middle. Johnson with an opportunity, and it's going to be off and over the net. Good deflection there by Seaman. Just over a minute gone in this overtime period, as both teams going to make a change. And here come the Ruse with an opportunity to go the other way, but that's a great play there by Roy to make the stop. Roy with a slap shot and a glove save by Seaman.
It started with another defensive great play by Roy. Like I said, she's been playing great defense, poking the puck away from these Kangaroos, and then takes a nice slap shot. But that's Seaman making a nice glove save.
Now we got LaSalle in there trying to fight for possession, and she will win the faceoff. Back to Trubin. Trubin now dishing this one down to Roy. Roy unable to get a clean look, as now LaSalle fighting for possession with Roy. Roy gonna end up on the ice. 2 Bulldogs on ice, and Trubin the only defender back. Roy skating back in a hurry, but the Ruse with the game. Great shot on goal for Riley Ansel, the sophomore. That one will find the top shelf, and the Ruse will win. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in overtime remaining, and it won't matter, as the Ruse will take this one. Big disparity in shots on goal as we watch this replay now.
Yeah, 2 Bulldogs players fell on the ice. Then the Kangaroos had a 2-on-1 opportunity. Everyone took it herself. Riley Ansel took it herself, able to bury it past Gilbert, who had a good game. Only 10 shots he saw because the Bulldogs played great defense, but the one that got away is the one that decides the game.
Of course, not a lot of offensive opportunities there for the Ruse. That breakaway chance, great opportunity. They take advantage of it very well. They end up finishing that shot. Looked like Trubin thought the pass might come across for the shot, was looking for that poke check, but nothing to work with there, as that puck will find the back of the net, and the Bulldogs will start 0-1. But this is a 2-game series. They'll see them again tomorrow, so we'll see if the Bulldogs come out with some fire tomorrow.
Yep, that's right. Just like I said, the Kangaroos really had more opportunities in the second half of the third period. They really started turning it on, having more offensive time, and like I said, just a matter of time before they were able to put one in the back of the net. Also, with the overtime period, when they only have 3 players, like 1 or 2 of them go down, it's like then you only have 1 back on defense. So the Kangaroos take advantage of that, get that 2-on-1 opportunity, and able to put it home, take game 1 of the series, game 1 of their season, and that's a strong start for them.
It is a strong start. It's also a little bit of a rough start for the Bulldogs. Now, seeing them tomorrow, it'll be a different story as the Bulldogs looking to split this series 1-1. A little bit of a rough start to the season, not the way they wanted to start this season, but if you can go 1-1, it still isn't a bad game. Now, shots on goal, 42-10. That means Seaman seen 42 shots. I think you'd have to give her player of the game for this one.
Oh, 100%. 42 saves, unbelievable night for Seaman. And she's the new transfer in from Boston, UMass, Division III. She's coming in sophomore, which is not unlike the player last year. The starter for the Kangaroos was someone else, if I can find it. Lenny Hahn. She made 17 starts last year. She's been great. She only let up more than 2 goals on 5 occasions. But I think with 42 saves, you got to put Seaman back in the net.
Yeah, going to be a tough game for her if she is back in the net. 42 shots one game. We'll see how many the Bulldogs take on her in the next game. Now, that has been Adrian College TV here in Arrington Ice Arena as we watched the Bulldogs face off against the State University of New York at Canton Kangaroos. And the Kangaroos will come away with the 1-0 victory. My name is Sean Whitmer, and I was in the booth today with Nathan Linner. Thank you for watching ACTV. That has been all. Join us next time.